Would it have mattered for you to be able to trace your tribe all the way back? Would it have mattered to you, Kenny, to say the Foursquare Church was founded by Jesus Christ? Like, would you have ever said that? Or like, would you have cared about that reality?
I think that is such a great question for this series and for this show and for what we do at the Coming Home Network. Like, asking a question like that is really important. So you asked it to me. Do you think, Kenny, that Jesus was the founder of the Foursquare Church? You know, and it's by doing such a thing, you could trace your lineage all the way back to Jesus. I think the answer is mixed, but in order to answer the question with a solid no, I don't think that my denomination was founded by Jesus. I'll take you back to my ordination. I was ordained in the Foursquare Church. I pastored in a Foursquare Church for 12 of the 20 years that I was in pastoral ministry. And at my ordination, I was brought up front with all the other pastors that were being ordained. My district supervisor was there in our church government. He would be kind of like a bishop, an Episcopal overseer. And then all the pastors from my district, from churches surrounding the area where I was pastoring, they came up to the front. They were all there, and they all gathered around me, and they all laid their hands on me. And one of the elders from our church was also there. So I had this group of 5 or 6 men standing around me while my divisional superintendent and district supervisor were praying over us. And I had my head bowed and all these hands on me. The whole time, guys, that this prayer over me for ordination was happening, I kid you not, I was thinking, what right do these men have to lay hands on me? I was thinking that at my ordination. What right do these men have to lay their hands on me and to tell me that I am an ordained minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ? And then I started doing it with them. What right do they have to be called? And it was kind of a crisis moment at my ordination where I started kind of doing this infinite regress all the way back. And in my denomination, we would trace ourselves back to one person, and that wouldn't be Jesus. That would be an evangelist in the early 1900s who felt that she was called by God to start this evangelistic enterprise, and a church, a denomination, grows up out of her ministry. And the Lord was at work in all of that work, for sure. But was it Jesus who started it? I think that's a different question. And I would say no. I would say people who loved Jesus and wanted to follow Jesus started it, but that's different from Jesus starting it. And what we find in the Gospel of Matthew, for instance, is Jesus saying, I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. So I don't think that Jesus founded my church. I think people who love Jesus did. I think that's different.